Hi, Fell0w here, and welcome to the Unconventional Cooking Session with your host, Fell0w. This is the Mellow Cooking Hour. Okay, so today we're gonna make something I've created myself. But before we get to that, I'd just like to make some notes. Apologies for disappearing for, several years, but I'm back with the milk and cigarettes, so I'm not sure how long I'll be back. I'm very on and off, as you can all tell, but uh, I try my best. I got way too much going on right now, and it's killing me. But besides that, I'd just like to mention the camera. It's gonna be bad. You see, long story short, I'm the camera, and there's tape. My phone and my torso. That's my camera. So you're just gonna have to bear with me on the terrible recording. And I'm not very good with words or explaining things. So it kind of doesn't really make sense that I'm making a cooking video where I have to explain stuff and use words. But I'm going to try my best. You guys are just going to have to bear with me, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so now that we're a minute and 10 seconds in, let's just actually, get to the starting of cooking. So, to start off with the name. I'm bad with naming things, so I've decided to call this the mixture omelet with a decorative dessert side of salted coconut oil grape Mell0ws with cheese. Now, that kind of sounds probably a little unappetizing, just a little, but we're gonna get to it, okay? So, to start off, I'm not gonna name the ingredients, you're just gonna have to bear with me, alrighty? Okay, so, first, you're gonna want to get yourself a big bowl, okay? Big bowl. And you're gonna want to get yourself some vegetable oil. So, just pop that off, and you're just gonna do that. Just a little bit, okay? You don't want much. Just a little bit. And that's all you need for your vegetable oil. So next, you're gonna get yourself an egg and a tiny bowl, okay? And you're gonna want to crack the egg, but here's where a problem comes in. You're going to have to do this very difficult procedure where you crack the egg and you separate the yolk and the whites of the egg. Now, for some people this is easier and there's methods of doing it, but I don't have those methods or skills of doing it, so I'm just going to try my best to separate these two things. Hopefully it goes well, because this is kind of where the whole recipe goes, but whatever, let's just give it a try. So, just crack this open. Ignore my terrible egg cracking method. I'm very good at cooking, I swear. So you're just gonna wanna. Oh my god. You're just gonna open up your egg very gently. Okay. You're just gonna... Oh, yeah, see, so you're just gonna separate the whites of the egg from the yolk. Oh, shoot, you can't even see any... sorry, you can't see any of that. You're just gonna try your best to separate all of the whites of the egg from the yolk. Okay, and there goes most of the yolk. You're gonna put the rest of the yolk in here. Alright? And, you just gotta just discard your egg. You didn't think about that. You know what? Eggs add a good crunch. Just gonna put that in there, okay? I'm just gonna add your egg yolk to the this. This is unplanned, but I'm sure it'll be very tasty. So now that you got your egg whites and yolk separated and your shell discarded, you're just gonna clean off your hands because you did a very bad job. But what you're gonna do next is oh, it's not coming off. You're gonna grab some grapes, okay? Gonna grab some of the grapes that you have right beside you, just like me. And you're just going to grab some 3 grapes. Now, you want the grapes to be of specificness. Let me just put these things to the side for now. We don't need them right now. You want your grapes to be crisp. You want them to be tough and not easy to squish, okay? You guys might know what I mean, but like, when you bite into a grape and it just tastes fresh and crisp and it's good and it's not mushy or anything, and it's just perfect. You want those kinds of grapes, so you gotta grab 3 of those. You don't want to get grapes that are easy to squish and they're mushy, and when you bite into them, they're bitter. Those are the types of grapes you don't want. You don't want these ones, okay? Like, here, I'll try it. It was alright, actually, but no, it's a bit bitter. Not good. You don't want those ones, okay? So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to get your cutting board, and you're going to get a knife, okay? And you're going to get really itchy in your back for some reason, and then you're just going to have to cut these in half, you know? Just like so. Cut each of your grapes in half, ever so gently, to not cut your fingers off. Okay. Yeah, there, see? So, you cut each of your grapes in half, and what you do next is you want to get some salt. And, so, you get each half, or you line all of the halves up. Let me just do that now. Sorry if I'm moving weird. It's very difficult to record the way I am, but it's the only way I can do it. So you just want to grab a pinch of salt, and you're just gonna get some salt on each of the grapes. Maybe 2 pinches, 1.5 pinches. Okay? So now you got a bunch of salted up grapes. Okay, so next, it's about to get real weird, okay? This is gonna... it might mess with all of you a little bit, but you're just gonna have to work with me, okay? You're gonna get some lemon juice, and you're gonna just grab a small amount of it. You don't want much, but you're just gonna focus your camera, and you're just gonna add a little dip of that into your, into here. You just want a little bit, not too much, okay? And after that, you're just gonna... Where is it? You're gonna want to grab some salt, and that is for your eggs. Just want to grab a pinch and put it in there. There, perfect. Alright, next step. I would move these aside, but now there's salt all over this, so that's not going to work. Now, for everything to get really, really weird, okay? But you guys are just going to have to, again, bear with me. Just work through this mess. I can assure you, this is good. This is good. You want to get some coconut oil, okay? You can get this from lots of places. It's just regular coconut oil. Hopefully you have some, because there's not much you can substitute this for. Like you can substitute an egg with blood, but that's another story. Then you want to grab some marshmallows. Some regular-sized marshmallows would do. You know, the ones that you don't put in your, you know, your hot chocolate, and not the ones that are so big one fits in your entire hand. You want the medium-sized ones, the original ones, you want 3. Now, you're probably giving me a really weird look right now, thinking, what on earth is this guy doing with coconut oil and marshmallows in a dish that has to do with eggs? Now, like, you know this phrase by now, you're just going to have to bear with me. What you're going to want to do is you want to get some of the coconut oil, and just get it on your fingers. And you're just going to want to spread some of this coconut oil on your cutting board. Shoot, dang it, out of frame camera. Ignore that. You just want to spread it on your cutting board, and just like so. Maybe get a bit more. Really spread it out. Okay? And now that we got that, you just... Okay, now you just want to... maybe don't do that yet. You want to grab your marshmallows, and you want to roll them in it, okay? You want to roll them in it. And, you're going to roll them in it, and then you're just going to dab them like this, and twist. And then you're going to dab and twist, okay? And then you're just going to put this to the side, and you're going to do the next one. And if you think there's not enough coconut oil, you just got to add some more. And continue this process until you got all of them done, okay? So, dab and twist, and then dab and twist, okay? And then I'll just do the next one off camera, so I'll see you then. Okay, so we got that done. Now, we're going to get some cheese. So, I would recommend getting some good cheese. Even cheddar will do. But the better the cheese, the better the meal. So let's just go with that. I recommend some really good aged cheese by a few years. Anything will do. Now, what I don't recommend is this cheese. The cheese that's wrapped in plastic and is probably made of plastic. Doesn't even need to be in plastic. The only reason that it is for health regulations, but I mean, let's be honest. How on earth could something like this need to be health regulated? Doesn't matter. Whatever. This is the only cheese that I currently have right now. I used the rest of my cheese on a different meal last night, and this is all that I had left. So I'm just going to have to work with this. But for you guys, I recommend using some real cheese. So yeah, but if you guys are doing the same thing as me, make sure to take the plastic off. And just got to take that out. And then all you got to do next is forget how you know, how greasy this stuff is. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Well, you're gonna get this, and you're just gonna lay it here, like so. Just gonna twist this around. Oh yeah, and before we get to this, we're just gonna get some, very crazy thing to mention, but we're gonna get some seasoning salt, okay? Seasoning salt, really good stuff for what I'm about to do. You don't want much though, you want a small amount, okay? Don't want too much seasoning salt, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your mixing bowl, and you just wanna get a small amount of seasoning salt. A bit more than that. A little bit more. Okay, so you don't want much. You want a small amount, okay? You're just gonna add that in. Some nice seasoning salt. I think that was pouring on my table. That's fine, though. Okay. So now that you got that, you're just gonna let that sit. And, you're gonna grab your other eggs, okay? Your eggs, the egg yolk, and your shell. The improvised shell. And you're gonna get some soy sauce, okay? Very good soy sauce, as you can tell from this brand. Why is it wet? Doesn't matter. You're gonna get some soy sauce, and gonna get this type of spoon, okay? And you're just gonna add ever so slightly the smallest amount. You don't want much. Just about that much, okay? And you're just gonna add that in. A little fun fact for you about soy sauce. Soy sauce can actually go very good with ramen noodles. And if you crack an egg, cut up some vegetables, and put them with your ramen noodles, mix them up and boil them, you actually get yourself a pretty nice meal. And, you know, it's not just sodium and wheat. It's actually really good. I highly recommend it to you guys. It's not my meal or anything, but, you know, you grab some carrots, grab some broccoli, slice up the carrots, maybe the broccoli too, grab some innovative vegetables, and you throw it in, and boom, you got yourself a ramen delicacy, okay? There's your fun fact. Alright. Next thing you're gonna do is, gonna get the cheese, okay? And you're gonna want to cut this cheese into fifths. Okay, so, just gonna try and do this. I don't think these are straight. I wasn't properly looking. It doesn't matter. Next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to do it again, but the other side. Just try and keep it all together. You just gotta try your best. You know, this might actually work a little better. Just like that. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then, just one more if I can get it. And just chop. There, that works. Perfect. Okay, so see? Now you got yourself a little bit of leftover on the blade. Yum. Not yum. Whatever, it's fine. What you're gonna do is you wanna try and find the smaller pieces, and you're just gonna put each of them on your half grapes, okay? So I'll be back when I'm done with this. I'm sorry, I'm very slow. It's, like I said, very hard to work with my camera like this. So yeah, I'll be back when these are all ready. Okay, there. So now that you got all of those like that, you're just gonna want to let all of this sit. Put this for the side for now. And you're gonna want to get your mixing spoon, okay? and you're just going to want to mix all this together. So you just got to mix it up for about 15-ish seconds. And since there's a bit of yolk in here, you can actually tell when it's done, so that's actually good. Just mix it up nice and well. So, yeah, see? There, that's good. And then you want to get this, and for the improvised eggshell, you're just going to have to mash that in there. And, oh shoot, I didn't think about this. Whatever, you're just going to want to mix all of it together. The eggshell might mess with things a little bit. Most of you are probably going to say no to the eggshell, but you'd be surprised how crunch that has a thin layer that's holding it all together really adds to your meal, okay? It's also going to add to the consistency of the meal, because for the most part, it's pretty runny. Now, but this is where the omelet of the name comes in, so I'll just give you a little spoiler for the end of this. You can actually finish this meal off in two separate ways. You can have it either runny or in a solid form. Now, for today, I'm going to do this in a solid form because it is almost 2 in the morning, and, you know, I got to do it the easier, more conventional way. But I do have to warn you, I probably should have said this at the beginning. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did, but this, for the method I'm doing, it has high risk of salmonella. Okay, so for the other method, you can probably cook the salmonella out if you know how to cook better than me. But I'm actually not much into eggs. I just came up with this recipe and thought I'd show you guys. I've had it a few times. It's pretty good. I have not actually tried it the other way yet. I've just done it the method that I'm going for today. The eggshell is a new idea, though. I thought this would work well, especially because I had to improvise with not knowing what to do with the shell and not wanting to get this table too dirty. Because if you guys couldn't tell, this is obviously not a kitchen. Okay, there. So that looks about mixed up enough. Next thing you're going to want to do is grab the rest of the cheese that you have off of your, dang it, your grated cheese table cutting board thing. Just going to want to grab all that. You know, except you'll have actually good cheese. Just grab all of your cheese, and you're going to throw it into that one, into the big bowl. Okay. Dang it. Alright, and there's the rest of the cheese. And we'll just let that sit for a bit, and then we'll mix it afterwards. Just gotta... Okay, next step. Gonna want to put all these to the side. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cut your marshmallows into fourths, okay? So these have, you know, they've sat for a while now, you know, getting pretty moistened up with the coconut oil. And it's probably soaked in enough by now, so you can just go ahead and cut these into fourths. So you're going to cut them in half, and then cut the halves in half. And once again, I'll be back when this is done. Okay, so, back with all the halves. What you want to do now is you're going to grab each of your grapes, and you're going to grab 2 halves. And you see, I kind of messed up on how well I did these halves, but what you want to do is you just want to squish these together, okay? It's kind of difficult, but you get the hang of it after a while. So you're just going to squish it together, and, this worked better than the other times. Maybe you just want to squish the 2 halves together and put this on top. Yeah, you see, that works. See? That works well. Okay, so now you're just going to want to do this to all of these. Unless you have better luck with the method I was just trying to do. I don't know how well you saw it. But, you know, I'll be back when this is all done, too. Okay, so all of these are done now. So now what you can do is you can get up your serving plate. Let me just move some mixing bowls aside. So you just want to get your serving plate up and ready. And you're just going to place these in any sort of assortment you want. You can put them like in a circle like what I'm going to do for this occasion. Or you can put them all in one side, you know, as like a side dish. In my eyes, I see these as sort of like, I think I already said this, but as a decorative dessert. They're very good, or at least, you know, when you can make them right. So yeah, now that these are all done, and ready for consumption after you finish the main course, what you're gonna do now is, this is where the paths take apart. So if you do want salmonella, or, you know, at least a chance of it, a pretty high chance of it, you're gonna do what I'm gonna do. So you're gonna grab your big bowl, you're gonna put it in the microwave for about 15 to 20 seconds. You're gonna mix it for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then repeat the process. Just once though. And then, you're gonna bring it and pour it on your plate. And then, you're gonna take your mixed substance and pour that on there. Now, so what you, sorry, I lost my train of thought. What I like to do is, I add ketchup, just to help with the flavor. I do a little circle around it, and then a little smiley face, and I mix it all together. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, it's sort of like another optional thing. I get 1 Dorito and half of a Sun Chip. So you see, once you pour your microwaved mixture onto here, you grab the Dorito and you crumple it up all along there. And sometimes I add a bit of a dab of barbecue sauce in there. And then you pour the other smaller substance into here with the optional eggshell as well. There's a lot of optional things for this meal. You know, it can take a lot of different directions. And what I do is, after I pour it, I grab the half of a Sun Chip, and I crumple that on there. Now, I know half is a bit specific, but it's I only like Sun Chips so much, but I found that they work pretty well for this meal. So, since I'm only partially into them, and I find they work well with this, just not too much, I just do half, and I break it on there and I crumple it, and then I add the ketchup, circle, smiley face, and then me as well, I just mix it all together. And if you think it's not good enough, you can put the whole thing in there for another 10 seconds in your microwave, but it'll also start to mess with this. Or you could take them off and microwave it. You see, it branches off a million times. Now for the non-salmonella way of doing this meal. You grab these two, you put a pan on your stove, and you preheat it on medium for about 5-8 minutes. So you get nice and hot, you get some more of your vegetable oil and spray that on there, and you get a nice little chunk of butter, just a little square. Put that on there, get it all mixed up and stuff. I heard some people don't do vegetable oil and the butter, they just choose one or the other, but for this I just did both, on the occasions that I did it the other way. Or, well, I did it the other way, just not for myself, I did it for a friend. I don't know, they had to leave right after for some reason. They only took a few bites, but they said they might need to go to the hospital for some reason. I'm not sure what it was, but you know, it could have been anything. Maybe they had the flu. Anyways, I've never tried it myself. I will one day give it a shot, but for this chance and for the previous ones, it's just going to be the microwaved way. So, yeah, what I recommend is, for the other thing, sorry. Again, my brain is a little messed up right now. It's 2 in the morning. I've been, what's the word? I don't even know. I give up on that. So what you do is, you get your pan all nice and ready, and then you put it on high, and then you will, you pour the first liquid in, and you get it all in there, and you mix it together till you get a nice substance that's a bit thicker and more clumped together and, you know, stuck together and stuff, and then you add the other one. I wouldn't recommend the shell for this option though. Probably wouldn't go well. Just a thought. But yeah, you mix that together until you get yourself essentially an omelet, which is why this is called the mixture omelet. And I'm also bad with naming things because, you know, there's a runny version and there's an omelet version. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Or is that scrambled? I don't remember. I'm bad with eggs. I don't make them too often. There's just this recipe that I do eggs with, because, well, they make me feel sick in the end. But this one, this recipe's different. Totally different. Anyways, I'm gonna go clean up my hands because they are covered in coconut oil and I can't get them off. The coconut oil off. I'm gonna microwave that, and then I'll show my whole put together for the ending process to you guys, and then I'll eat it, and yeah, we can all enjoy. So I will see you guys in just a second, once again. Okay, so I'm back. That was excruciating. So I did 20 seconds, mixed for about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then I did 10 seconds in the microwave, and another 10-ish seconds of stirring. And so it's turned out well. It smells good. Kinda smells like mac and cheese, to be honest. That's probably all the cheese, obviously. But yeah, what you're gonna do is, you're just gonna try and get as much of this as you can in one spot on your meal. And to be honest, I've thought, and I think I just might go for another reiteration of this meal. I'm thinking of just possibly, in the end, before popping it in the microwave, removing the shell, and by removing I mean never adding it in the first place, and putting the yolk in as well, and then mixing it, and then microwaving. Or, a better idea, I could microwave this, how I did, and then without the eggshell on that, I could microwave that separately. Pour this in, and then pour that on top of this. But, for this time, I'm just going to go with microwaving this part, and then getting salmonella on the other part. So yeah, I'm just going to pour this right here. And you can always do this in bigger portions too. Like, I only did 1 egg this time. This one time I did 3. But that was too much egg for me, so I did get a bit sick on that day. But you know, that's no big deal. Because that's just the egg. I'm not the biggest fan of egg. But, you know, like I said, this is different. Now, if it touches your little, you know, your little things and you don't like that, you can always just not have them on here. You know, that was just a preference thing. And then, you're gonna grab your eggshell yolk mixture. And, oh right, I almost forgot. Gotta get my dab of hot sauce. Not hot sauce. I hate hot sauce. I'm super white. You gotta get your dab of... You know, I think I might actually skip this for today. It's an on and off thing. I'm not the biggest fan of... What's it called? Barbecue sauce. I just sometimes add it for this meal. I've done it once, maybe twice. I'll just stick with the Dorito Crunch. So yeah, we're just gonna crunch this a bit, right onto here. Put that around. Perfect. And then, I'm gonna grab this. Just gonna put that on top. Looking pretty good, don't you guys think? Not gonna lie, looks pretty 5-star to me. And then, I'm gonna add my nice little thing here. Sun chip, right on top. And look at that, it looks delicious. Gonna add my little delicious circle of ketchup. And a little dot, dot, smile. Apparently, my ketchup's a little runnier than I remember. That's fine, though. Then just one last pinch of salt. Really mix that on there. And boom! Look at that! Got yourself a meal. And it only took almost half an hour. So yeah, now you can eat it with a fork or a spoon. I'm going to use my spoon. Not my big wooden mixing spoon, of course. That'd be ridiculous. Crazy. Oh, shoot. Was that microwave friendly? It's fine. Plastic always adds to the flavor, right? Okay, and just put this knife aside. And now it's time to, I think I'll start with one of the, these. So let's just give that a try. You know, you can really taste the coconut oil, and you get the first few crunches of the grape, and the flavor of the grape. It's really good. But most of the time it's the texture of the marshmallow, a bit of the salt. Didn't get too much of the cheese, but I tasted a bit. Just takes a second to eat. Oh, I'm fine. not crying or anything. Oh my god. Why didn't I just make an actual meal? Okay, so, this is the meal right here, so I'm gonna eat it now. Gonna be really good. Look at that. Doesn't that just look appetizing? Oh my god. Guess I'm just gonna go for it, you know. Bon appetit. What on earth was that accent? Okay, let's just... Actually, you know, hey, that wasn't actually half bad. Top me. I made an almost edible meal. Or, I mean, no, I've made this a ton of times. It's always delicious. It's really, really good. Definitely recommend you guys make this. I think I'll eat the rest of this off of camera. It's just, you know, too amazing to completely share with all of you guys. You gotta experience this yourself. Yeah, so, I hope you guys enjoyed this, little cooking, tutorial on my own, 5-star meal, that I made up myself. Yeah. So, let me know, what you guys think, and if you made it yourself, and what you think of the meal, and, what sort of differences you guys actually made to it. And, if you guys think you may have improved on it, or you have any ideas, or any other cooking ideas at all, or if you want me to continue making cooking videos, anything at all. Maybe you want me to, die or something, I don't know. Yeah, so just, put anything in the comments, and, yeah, let me know if you liked it, let me know if you hated it, let me know if, I gave you salmonella. Yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you again, maybe, eventually. Yeah, so, like, share, and subscribe, I guess. I mean, if this is what you're interested in, then go for it. I will be serious for just 1 second. Not good. Actually, not that bad. It might have been the excessive amount of ketchup, but that was actually alright. I think I might come back making a real version of this, for getting this abomination of an idea. But I might actually come back with this, because this was actually kind of good. But I don't think I can stomach to eat any more of it, just for the thought of what's in it. But yeah, might come back with a real version of this. Everything else I just previously said, but repeated, blah blah blah. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again. Yeah, no, that was just all what I said before. Oh, I almost forgot. One other thing. You're supposed to have this with a type of drink. I'm not gonna specify which kind of drink, but I recommend this one. So, yeah, you're supposed to enjoy it with a nice, good drink.